Okay. Noswaith dda bawb. We have the manager of the page here. Can see a hand up by Owen, ITV Sports.
You got me?
Yes, Michelle.
Great. Hi, Rob. Reflecting on that now in post-match, how do you feel about the point overall?
Yeah, I think to get off to a positive start was important for us. I see that as a positive, to go a goal behind against quality opposition in Switzerland, and to show the endeavour to come back into it and get the equaliser is credit to the players. So absolutely, yeah, there's aspects of the performance we'd like to improve on, and we'll address and work on again. But in the main, it's a positive to get off to a good start.
Okay.
And can I go again? Sorry, I'm not sure how this works.
Yeah.
And Rob, obviously you made the call to select Danny Ward. It looks like that call paid off, didn't it? You made the call to select Danny Ward, and he delivered for you today.
Yeah, he did. I thought Wardy was outstanding, and although against France, I know we were down to 10 men, the scoreline was far greater than today. I still thought he gave a good account of himself, and he gave me a headache with regards to the selection. I must add that Wayne's first-class professional, and when I pulled him and told him, he was really positive towards Wardy, and he's been brilliant in and around the group, and that speaks volumes about him as a man. But with regards to Wardy, yeah, he gave an assured performance. I thought he was excellent, along with many others in the team.
And we talked about the Red Wall before the game, didn't we? I know they were missing today in their thousands, but you had a few hundred there. Did you hear them singing the national anthem just before Kiefer Moore scored the brilliant header?
Yes, I absolutely did. Yeah. They were. We didn't have the numbers we would have liked, but those that come were certainly heard, and I could hear them singing the anthem. And then when Kiefer's finish went in and hit the back of the net, the roar was brilliant. So yeah, it's disappointing that we can't have it, packed to the roof and more Welsh supporters, but the ones that come today were certainly heard.
And this group looks wide open, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Did you say the group? Yeah.
The group. I mean, Italy had that great win last night, but between the other three teams, do you think it looks pretty open right now?
Yeah, as we sit here right now. So we looked at the games coming into the tournament and the group. We thought Italy were going to be very good. They didn't let us down last night. They looked excellent. So, against a good Turkish team as well. So we've got it all, cut out. But like you said, it does leave it a little bit open, and we're looking forward now to the game on Wednesday.
Thanks, Rob.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Sam Dean.
Hi, Rob. Can you hear me?
Yeah, fine.
Just wanted to ask you about Kiefer. I mean, it seems like he's a pretty unique threat at this level, and the way he plays and the size of the lad. Is that the sort of thing that you think could make a big difference, and how impressed were you today with him?
Yeah, I've been very impressed with Kiefer throughout his time of playing international football, and I think maybe 3 years ago I went to watch him for the first time, and I thought his link-up play was excellent. So he's not just a presence up top, he's more than that. His link-up play is good. He's got a good touch for a big lad, and he's a willing runner. And when you got all those three attributes, it's going to be a recipe for success, and he thoroughly deserved his goal today. His link-up play, like I said, with Aaron and with Joe Morel at times, and Joe Allen, I thought was very, very good.
And it seems like this team's developing a nice habit of getting results despite not necessarily playing that well. Is that a testament to the collective spirit, do you think, and what creates that?
Yeah, I mean, I thought we played okay tonight. I'm not disappointed with the performance. Like I said, we had a plan from our goal kicks. When we identified on the pitch, and the players have got to take credit for that they pressed us slightly different and protected Kiefer. They recognised that we were hitting Kiefer and put Xhaka in front of him to make it harder. Then we started to play. So I thought we were brave on the ball. Joe Allen dropping back into the penalty spot, receiving the ball and playing through was excellent. So I was really pleased with that. But with regards to what we've got in the changing room, they're a great group of lads, absolutely, and that togetherness and determination and grit that they showed in this game was no surprise to me. I see it day in, day out, and I've just said to them that's the foundations for where we go now in this competition.
Thanks, David Pritchard.
Hi, Rob. Can you hear me okay as well?
Yes, all
I know
good,
Rob
thanks.
had issues. Just on the selection point, you'd mentioned for a while now that you'd known your team for some time, but whether it was fitness or whatever, you hadn't been able to name this specific team. So do you think now that you've got that first game under your belt that you'll be able to improve on this performance as the tournament progresses?
Yeah, Aaron's played really well tonight. All right, we took him off at the end. It was more to get physicality on the pitch because of the threat they posed from set pieces. So we put Ethan on for him and changed it slightly. But like I said, that was more from a physical point of view for Ethan. I was really impressed with Aaron's level of fitness, along with many others. The plan was always coming into this game. The domestic season at championship level has been relentless because of COVID. It's been Saturday, Tuesday. Kiefer came into camp in March and he was injured with his heels, so we've had to protect him. He didn't need the 2 games as much as some of the others. Nico needs minutes. Ethan needs minutes. Aaron needed minutes. Ben Davis needed minutes. There were so many players that we had that needed minutes in those 2 friendlies that it wasn't about formation, it wasn't about personnel, it was just about getting these players on the pitch to make sure that they were right for this game. And thankfully that's worked. I praised the staff this morning and I said exactly that it's credit to them as well for sticking to the task and giving me a headache with 26 fit players on the first game of the Euros.
And from what you've learned from today's game that you've played and that Turkey game against Italy last night, how do you view that next game now against Turkey? Yeah,
really important game for us. So the preparation's already started. We're very impressed with Italy last night. We knew they were going to be good coming into it, but didn't disappoint us last night with a performance. So it's all now about Wednesday's game for us. One game at a time, and we'll be ready for the challenge on Wednesday.
Cheers, Rob. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ian Herbert.
Thanks very much. Thanks for your time, Rob. I think you sort of said that you'd known what your starting lineup was going to be some time ago. So had you planned to start Kiefer all along?
Yeah, when you look at his record, when you look at what he's done at championship level, when you look on paper, what sort of threat we'd like to pose. I know we've played a false 9 before and had success doing it, but that's good from our point of view that we haven't got to rely on Kiefer to get us up the pitch. If he's fit and he's playing well, brilliant. He brings us a bit more than just the physicality, like I said earlier, with his touch, his link-up play, and he's a willing runner. That's great. But we've also got the option, if we wanted to change it and go to a 3 at the back against different opposition, then we can and play a Harry type forward as opposed to a Kiefer with presence. So, we've got the options and flexibility to do that, which is great.
Thanks a lot.
Cheers.
Okay, Ian Mitchell-Moore.
Hi, Rob. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, fine, Ian.
Good stuff. I just want to ask you a follow-on from Michelle's question on the state of the group at the moment. The last tournament sort of shows that 4 points or even 3 was enough to get to the knockout stages. Do you think a win against Turkey will be enough for you?
Well, we're not to know that yet. We're going to every game for the win. We had a chance here today late on to win it with Connor sliding in at the back post. So every game we go into, we want to win it, and it's no different on Wednesday. And then if 4 points is enough, brilliant. If not, we'll keep going. And like I said, we don't fear anybody. We respect the teams that are in this competition, but we don't fear anybody. And like I said, against France, before we had the sending off, we went toe to toe with them. So yeah, we respect the teams, but we don't fear them. And if we get 4 points and we have to go again, we'll be ready for it.
Thanks, Rob. All the best.
Cheers. Thank you.
Diolch, Ian. Ishtud David.
Hi, Robert. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, David. Yeah.
All right, lovely. Just wondering about Kiefer's, was it an injury or because he had a pretty heavy strapping on his head? And also, what specific things are you expecting from Turkey? Are you going to planning changes in the lineup or happy with what you saw today?
Yeah, Kiefer's okay. It was a clash of heads, so they bandaged him up and put him back on. The medical team will be with him now and sorting it out whether he needs to be stitched or not. I don't know that yet. I've not been in the players' changing room yet. So we'll address that. I was pleased with the performance today, but it doesn't mean that it's going to be the same personnel. So we'll we'll have a look at it on Wednesday. They pose a different type of threat to what we saw today, and a different way of playing. So like I said, we'll respect the team that we're up against, but we won't fear anybody, and it's about what we can do to them.
Finally, Laurie Whitwell.
Hi Rob.
Hi Laurie.
So congrats on the point. Come back, as you say. I think it was a good performance. I just wondered, with Dan James coming off, he didn't look too happy. He seemed one of the better performers. Yeah, you smile. What was the theory behind that? And do you mind that he's angry at coming off?
I like the fact he's angry when he comes off. If players are pleased to come off the pitch, it says that they're not interested. They don't want to be out there. So he was. I thought he'd run himself into the ground. He gave us absolutely everything, and I thought he was dead on his feet. So it's not about keeping individuals happy. At times you have to make difficult decisions and upset a few people, but if it's for the better of the team and the squad, then I'm prepared to do it. So I get his frustration, and he showed his disappointment. I got no problem with that whatsoever. DJ is a great lad, and he cares, and he wants to play for his country, and he wants to play every minute. I have to make those decisions that if it's for somebody of David Brooks' quality to come on the right and get Bale outside on his left, getting crosses in for Kiefer, I have to make those decisions.
And sorry if this was asked before, but with Kiefer Moore and Joe Morrell, two players, Championship, not played in the Premier League, they're the guys that have combined to score this goal. What does that say about the kind of team spirit, I suppose, that you've got, and the kind of way that it doesn't necessarily have to be Bale, Ramsey, the other stars that score the goals?
Again, Kiefer's record at Championship level is very, very good, and international level. Joe Morrell is also falls into that category. How he's not playing, he's a different style of football. Of course, it is. He's a footballer, and I've seen a few Championship games this season, and it's not being disrespectful to the Championship, but it's not this level of international football. So, because he's a footballer, it suits him, and he shines every time he's given the opportunity. And by giving him that chance tonight, he's shown again the Welsh public and Europe what he's capable of doing, which is great.
Thanks, Rob.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone. Diolch.